Hello, everybody. We are here once again on Beer Parlour discussion. This is Real Time TV Africa. This is where we always discuss real issues. But first of all, before we go into today's action, I just want to congratulate all our viewers, all our new subscribers. We appreciate you all. And I believe you all had a wonderful Christmas during this season. And very soon, we'll be crossing over to 2021, which I know that we all are crossing over to a better life, a better opportunity. All the evil that followed 2020 will go with 2020, and God will sustain us till the end of 2021, and we'll see beyond 2021. This is my prayer, and I believe that Chukwu Kikabiama will bring it to fulfillment. We are here again, once again, on Beer Parlour discussion. Like we always, I got my panel. We're always there. I got a full house today. And this is one of the reasons to give God the glory, because it's not easy to stay alive. It is those who are alive that are rejoicing. Those that are dead, who knows what they are going through. But before we continue on our today's story, in a special way, I want to appreciate all of you that send us your stories. I never believed there's so much, we can get so much stories on daily basis, and we appreciate it, because if we are not communicating, that means what we're doing is not working. I appreciate all of you who sent us your story. And today we got another interesting, very, very interesting story. Things they happen. And that is why we always say that life no balance. Before we continue, let me go and meet my brothers to say hello to our viewers. Are you there? Or not there?
Yeah. Good evening, our viewers. Happy compliment of the season anyway.
Okay. You're welcome. Your name, please. You introduce yourself properly, my brother.
Always. I know that many of our viewers have already known me.
But we still got new subscribers now.
I'm Engineer Koli by name.
Okay. The only engineer among us. You're welcome, my brother. Who next?
All right.
Well, I am already there. Because today, according to the year, what the year gives, I'm about to give myself a new name, Odejinji, one of one of Igbo land. Still remain Chinwendo Nwokoro. Thank you all.
You're welcome, my brother. Who next?
Thank you very much. My name is Mr. Frank. I wish you Happy New Year because we are already there.
You're welcome, my brother. Who next? My brother, we are not hearing you. We are not hearing you, but you look connected. You are connected, but the voice is not coming out. Anyway, let us go. When our brother, because you know one of the technology is always like that. When he has ratified his system, we'll still go back to him. Now, my brothers, the story we got today, is heartbreaking, but it's one of those things that you see in life. You begin to wonder what people will do for money and how wicked some of us can be. I tell you, after listening to this story, I find out that there is more to life than what you see. And the story goes like this, that a man and his wife and children, They live here in Europe. Last year, December, the man decided to go visit Africa, not knowing that there will be lockdown. He intended to spend just 2 weeks because he's a working man. He has his job. So he only took 2 weeks leave from his office. But on getting to Nigeria now, the lockdown came. From 2 weeks, he spent a whole whopping 6 months. Now, and the wife is a full-time housewife, having nothing, doing nothing in Europe. So on the process now, the man was wondering how the family was surviving in his absence. You know, he doesn't have anything in Nigeria, not to talk about sending them money from there. But the woman was surviving. So when the man came back after 6 months, the woman now opened up because her conscience, couple that, you know, Africa with their cultures. So the woman now opened up that she was sleeping around just to sustain the family, just to free her mind, because she was very, very uncomfortable when the man came back. So telling the man how she managed to keep the family going, to pay the house rent, the bills, and so on and so forth. Now, let me pause it here and come to you. If you are the man and you came back and your wife says such a thing, what will be your reaction? I start with you, Prince O. Unmute yourself. Are you there?
I'm there. To tell you the gospel truth. Another way, my brother, nobody to blame. Another way, that woman, and that's the reason why in other way we're supposed to
understand my question. If you are the man,
yeah,
and your wife said told you this kind of story, what would be your reaction as the man?
As a man, my
as
reaction,
the man, not as a man.
As the man,
yeah.
As the man of the woman, my brother, my reaction, that woman, if possible, I would divorce. Then, if you want me to continue.
Just your reaction. Your reaction. That is what I wanted for now.
My reaction, I will be angry with her. If possible, that marriage will not to go ahead.
You already made.
Based on some reason.
Yeah. Wait, I will give you the opportunity to tell us your reason. But you have already said as a man that your reaction, immediate reaction. Because your first reaction.
My immediate reaction, my brother, I will be angry with the woman.
Okay.
Then with reasons.
Okay, let us go to nature. Nature Frank.
Yeah.
Now, if you heard the story.
Yeah.
Now, if you are the man and your wife told you this kind of a story, what would be your reaction?
Yes. My contribution is this. When I came back and saw see what is going on, I will not be happy with my wife. Because no matter the circumstances, she's supposed to know that something just came on. It's not usual.
Yeah.
Something came on, and I was left by. Maybe something blocked me somewhere.
Hey, I'm coming. Wait, now just like I told the prince. Wait, just like what I told the prince. All I need from you now. Listen now. Listen. Calm down. Just calm down. Calm down first. What I want from you, your immediate reaction. You understand me now?
That's what I want to explain to you.
Well, the reasons, forget, we know, like, if you hear the story now, the story just like, the man knows that he was locked down in Nigeria, not that he intentionally did it.
Yeah.
But the woman here, she needed to survive, to pay the house rent. You understand now? So what I wanted just to capture your own, if you travel and your wife, you came back and your wife narrate this kind of story to you, what will be your immediate reaction?
My own, first of all, my own reaction will be this: I will not allow my wife to go outside, because I will fight to connect my friends. If in times of borrow, I will borrow money to make sure that my wife and my children, maybe my family, they are okay.
Okay, what you are trying to tell us,
I can go to the extent of borrowing money. I won't.
what?
I can't left her behind.
Okay.
That's anything. No.
What I want to get from you now, you believe that such a thing can never happen to you?
No,
Okay.
I will
All
never
right,
allow
no problem.
people.
No problem. Let us go to engineer. Let us go to engineer. But I have heard what Francis said, because he's a connection man. I know he can connect the whole world together. I will still come back to you, Nature Frank, but we'll come back to you. Let us go to engineer among us. Engineer.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
you've heard the story. You've heard the story.
I've heard everything.
What I want, just like your immediate, the first reaction.
Yeah. No, the truth about it is that it's just like, if I'm not mistaken, some of my colleagues here does not even understand the question very well. Because in a situation like this, when you come back and your wife told you something like that, because it still depends on individual. Because if maybe you want to go in a Christian way, automatically you will tolerate it. But in traditional way, you will then say, well, see, there are things we forbid. But generally, we all know this world doesn't balance. Why I say it doesn't balance that something like that is never be a new thing.
Yeah,
What I mean,
It's going to another. The same thing.
it has been
engineer.
happening. Wait, allow me to run. It has been happening.
Engineer, you are lecturing us now. We never come to lecture. I'll never ask you to lecture. What I wanted from you, just like your immediate reaction after listening to this story. Your wife told you this kind of the story. Your immediate reaction.
My immediate reaction over well, I will tolerate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will still come back. I will still come back to you and give you the opportunity to lecture us more.
All right.
On that issue. Then let's go to the last but not the least, the last done. I don't know if you can hear me. Are you there? Can you guys hear him? Because I can't hear him. It's like the phone is far from you. Maybe you come back, go closer to your system, because I'm not hearing you.
Unmute yourself. Unmute before you are talking. Uh-huh.
I'm not hearing you. Maybe try. Maybe you use your earphone now. If you connected with earphone, but you're not using the earphone.
Can you go to the next person? Let's continue.
Okay. Now I have listened to all your first reactions. Likewise, like what Okoro said, that was the man's first reaction, that he wants to. The marriage is over. But after listening to the voice of reasoning, he's now contemplating whether to say yes or not to say yes, to say no. You understand now? But let me come back to you, Prince O, because
I'm
you
with
wanted
you.
to say something before, but I didn't allow you to
Yeah.
continue.
Mhm.
Now, you
Like
said,
since you
listen now,
have okay,
just be
sorry.
calm, be calm. You listen, you said, first of all, your immediate reaction that the marriage is over, that you divorce the woman. But later on, you try to give one or two reasons. Is there any reason that will make you not to dissolve the marriage?
Is there any reason that will make me not to
Yeah.
dissolve? No, for example, now, no reason that will make me not to just to do the. Like for example, a man. Before I travel, this is advice to audience, people that is watching us. Like for example, a man in the first place, no matter what, try to put yourself in one association, one or two or three association. Try to make friends, intimate friends, whereby if something happen, no matter what, they will be by your side. Like for example, there are some people who will say, police will take them here now, they will go to jail. Do you know that they have family here? They have family. I have a lot of them. The friends here can never allow the family to suffer. Then a woman will buy, the man know, for example, now the man not even belong to anything. Is there the question? Is there we can ask question? Because
But let me
man,
shock you. Let me shock you. Let me shock you like Buhari always shock Nigerians. Do you know that some of these people that slept with that woman are so-called friends of that man?
Like for example, it happens like that. But in another way, it's not happens like that. It depends on the same woman. A man that came out being a friend to the man can't sleep with you. Everything, not in the cover on the, you say, and Deuteronomy. Listen. I'm coming up. In the book of editing, say, how they quote that Bible again? I can never remember it because I'm not a church goer. Anything that happen inside ground, it must come out in the opening day. Nothing the hidden. According to Deuteronomy chapter 3, verse 9, for everything there is a season and a time for every purpose on that day. So that's where I can, even for now, to end my case.
Okay.
Any man where they say, say you really get such this thing, you go. You know, girlfriend that can sustain, or association, club that can sustain your wife.
You know what I want. Wait now. You know what I wanted, because most of us is just like we are just pretending. We are not living. We are not actually living here. Know what it takes to maintain a family. Do you know how much it costs to pay house rent and bills that follows it?
Do you know, so for example, an association pay house rent for somebody?
Now, listen, Okoro, that is just relax, calm down. Because association can only help you now, maybe first month or maximum 2 months. There's no association now that can sustain you for 6 months. Do you understand me? Am I lying? Am I communicating?
You are right. You are right.
So
Some
the highest
association
association can give you now, highest 1 month or 2 months. Then after 2 months, what happened? How do you
like for example now, like this thing we are discussing now, it's like I even know it happened today itself. Somebody was even explaining, said the association is taking care of anybody will be say hand meet. He go Nigeria, he do whatever they carry him. Said they go pay the house rent for 6 months. So likewise, all those inside association, you go still get some friends after the 6 months where we say it go still happen, it will be going. If the person goes to jail, they will be paying it.
Okay, now let me
end the.
okay,
so if that woman just decide, it depends on the woman to decide to if possible, they will do one thing or the other, whereby the woman
Just
would
hold
do one
on,
thing or
because
the
I
other
will
day.
I will still come back to you so that you will round up.
Then I will still
Then we'll go to
record
engineer.
other things.
Engineer. Now,
Yeah, I'm here.
though there is no need to drag issue, because you already say you can tolerate it. It's all
Yeah,
depending
with reasons. That's
with the reasons.
yeah.
Now, because I want all of us to understand one thing. What we are doing here, we are not here to judge anybody.
Yeah.
We are just here, just like to show concern, to help save whatever we can save. There's so many reasons why people commit all kinds of crime they commit. But at the same time, just like the Bible says, thou shalt not judge, so that you shall not be judged. So now, because this family, they need help. Like the man now, mostly the man, because a woman who did that kind of a thing and still have that conscience to confess it, is kind of, you find out that it wasn't her intention to do it in the first place. Because there are some families, there are some ladies here who are married, even their husbands are here, but they are still sleeping around. It happened. But this one, just like she has that reason, that need. Now, I would like you to just like give us the lecture that you wanted to give us before.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. And I still thank my colleagues that have already suggested things over the topic we are discussing now. And I still thank our viewers. Maybe they will comment a lot on this. Because the truth about it is that, as I said before, that this world is not balanced at all. Just like you said, many of the time, we human beings, anybody at all that said that especially in this generation we are now, anybody at all that claimed that he will not tolerate or accept the wife back is only somebody that the marriage she's already tired on the marriage before the incident happened. That is the only person that cannot tolerate it. Let's tell ourselves the truth.
I see.
One, it happens several times. Many of us are Christians, or we call ourselves Christians, that maybe we don't do this, we don't do that. Because I know that maybe like some of us that are traditional men or something like that, maybe one thing or the other, we tell woman this or that will happen to you if something like that happens.
Yeah, but if I may come into the tradition, just a minute, if I may come tradition, even the tradition, it all depends on the man to decide whether he will accept or not.
That is what I want to say.
Just like as it is in the Bible, so also in the culture.
Yes. That's what I'm saying, that many of the time in that tradition, what they will still ask, if maybe the man will tolerate or welcome it, they will ask the woman to praise God.
Do some rituals. Just do some rituals.
You understand?
Yeah.
I refer it to what I said for the first time, except the man you are heard over the marriage before the incident happens. Coming back to the church aspect, Christians aspect, many of the time. For example, of recent, I heard about it in the church I attend, and one of my friends' church, I will not call the name.
Just keep it, not call it name.
So, because these days, it's not like olden days, as I said. We are in new generation. You understand? So, many of the time, men, women imitate men these days. In our church, they do when they finish the activities in the church. I will call it Reverend Pastor or Reverend. Ask the question he asked is, any man among us should read us in prayer, but with one reason: if you have not cheated on your wife, nobody, everybody, all the men there, Nobody. We are there more than 30 minutes.
Nobody.
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 So the pastor then Chris said that maybe next church that we know what to do. So that is that anyway. Coming to this topic, I just give it as instance.
Yeah.
Coming to this main discussion we have now. The topic is the incident. Nobody planned for incident to happen, but when it happens, in the other way around, if maybe the person try all her way to survive in other things, and she couldn't, because many of the time in situation like this, all this you are seeing is temptation. Not always, not that maybe the woman planned it on her own to go and do it. Maybe the so-called friends of the man that came to come to assist, that came to come and help, that came to care. They have purpose. And they are the first people that will do it. They are the first people that will attempt the woman in many ways.
Yeah.
And nobody is above temptation.
That's true.
That's why I said before, except the person is tired over the marriage before the incident happens. And except maybe they doesn't have issues before.
Okay.
So in conclusion, I will advise our viewers and many of our colleagues here that say that they will not tolerate it. It's part of life. Because I accept maybe like those ones that have been, when they want to get married, they search for virgin.
Yeah, just like our first
because something like that have already happened before you get married to her.
Yeah.
So and this is not her own fault.
Yeah, that's true.
You as a man contributed to it.
That's true.
And I will still advise women too. These days is not the time to be a housewife. Any woman, especially in Europe, get to look for what to do.
Yeah.
Fix herself on something doing in case of something like this happens. It can survive.
That's true. Thank you. I would like you to round it up there.
I still have a lot anyway, but
because time will not.
If I still have time to contribute, talk on it, I will.
Yeah, I know you are a lecturer. I know you are a lecturer and you can lecture us from that.
I'm not a lecturer.
We'll still come back to you. Let us go to nature. Though nature has already rounded it up because he has already planned his family very well. This kind of a thing will never happen. But what I want
if it happen, that is what we are discussing.
Yeah.
And nobody will plan around to happen. But if it happens,
something.
Yeah, wait, nature. I'm coming to you now. The issue here does not concern you as a person. You understand me now? I want you now, just like maybe just use me as an example that I am in this situation now. What advice would you give to me as a friend? What do you want me to do to handle this issue? You understand what my point here?
Okay, I understand you.
That if I'm your friend and I am in this kind of situation, what will be your advice to me?
Let me take myself as an example.
No.
I'll use myself as an example. No, let me use myself as an example.
Okay.
Although I've already told you my own what I can do as a man.
Yeah, you already said so. You said so, my brother. You said so.
I believe what one of my colleagues said, being Madekwe Okoro Chumendo.
Yeah, with another new title. Let's take title
Odejinji, one of Ferrara.
He said that he cannot tolerate it, and I believe, and also with me, I can never tolerate that.
It's just like you don't understand my question. I say I know you cannot tolerate it.
Allow me to explain.
Okay.
I'm against Chid being the. Sorry, I don't understand. I can't. The name is off. from my side. But what I'm telling you now is this. If my wife commit that, I will not accept it. Do you know why?
No.
We are in an advanced country.
Yeah.
Assuming that such a thing happened to me, she knows where to go. In this country, we have many associations. There's one called Caritas.
But you see, wait now. Okay, if you come to Caritas, Caritas will only give you. Wait now, just let me because if you're talking, we are all living here. We're all living here. We know how it works.
No,
Caritas can only give you food, but they cannot pay your house rent.
I'm telling you why I will not tolerate that.
Okay.
I'm explaining to you. Allow me to say something.
Go ahead. You are saying you have the floor. Go ahead.
Yeah, we have Caritas in terms of feeding.
Okay.
House rent. We have assistance social in terms of house rent. So tell me what will make her go outside to fool herself. I will not tolerate that because
okay. Engineer, just a minute, because now I know you cannot tolerate it. This is my first question to you. I know you cannot tolerate it, but what is your advice to a person now that this kind of a thing happen? Would you tell the person end the marriage and go and find another wife, or forgive your wife? That is what I want you to come in.
See one thing, It's an abomination.
Okay.
My own culture, where I came from.
They doesn't appeal God in your where you come from.
Where I come from, it's an abomination.
I know. If someone committed abomination, it doesn't appease God in where you come from. Because I know, like in my own place, if someone committed an abomination, there are some certain things you get to perform. You understand? So that they will purify you, so that you will be clean again. Just like as Christians normally go to confession.
Okay. The question comes to me, and they are not saying my mind. So I think, Nicholas, you hear what Chidi said? This is what I will do.
I beg.
Okay.
Let me come. Moderator.
Wait, just a minute. Let's just wait now. Wait. Whether the last done, whether I don't rectify the system. Can you just sit down there? They look us. Okay, are you with us? Huh? Not the same problem.
It never starts. What happened?
No, he pressed to Okolo now. Yo,
let us.
No, Nicholas, let me say my mind. I will not tolerate that, and I've given the reasons, many reasons that make me not want to tolerate that.
See, I agree with you. I know who you are. You're my friend. I can tell what you can tolerate and what you cannot tolerate. But I am now telling you what we need here now. What I need now is just like me. I use myself as an example. Your friend. Tell me if Nami did this kind of condition. What would you like me? What would you tell me?
What to do?
Just advise him.
It depends. It depends. If children are involved.
Yeah, but I told you that children are involved now. If children
that is the reason why she did what she did.
That was why she did what she did now. The children are involved. Maybe you didn't hear me because children are involved. It's not just the woman alone.
Let us not be wrangling.
I can only, but it's not my mind. But I can only forgive her and let she not to repeat it again.
Okay.
No,
okay. Now you can advise me now to forgive, Abi. Okay.
Yes, yeah, but you say you cannot tolerate it. You can advise another person to forgive. You see the problem there, my brother. Let us go to. Let us talk. Let us start.
What I can do, I can forget.
You cannot tolerate, but you can advise another person to forgive.
Okay. All right.
No problem.
Okay.
So
I
it
like
is
the, I
something.
like the vibration. I like the vibration. I like the vibration.
Uh,
Now, Prince O.
yeah.
Now,
Mhm.
in conclusion, because we are rounding up now. Now, just like I asked Nature Frank, what would be your advice to the man?
Like for example now,
Mm,
my advice, the girl where my colleague said, our engineer Benedict, Chief Benedict, he said a lot of problem is from our side. We be the man. Like for
yeah.
example now, you will marry a woman. You will just put a woman inside house. You will be feeding the woman, covering the woman, doing everything, buying clothes for the children, everything. You cannot provide. You cannot tell the woman, since the woman have document, you cannot tell the woman, go and work, go and look for something else to be doing. The work, you people will be sharing it. Go in the morning, go in the afternoon. I will go in the afternoon.
Just a minute, just a minute. Go on.
Can I,
Go on.
okay, can I still go? May I go on?
Yeah, go on. Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
So, what I'm trying to say now is, we men, we are the problem in other way. Telling you travel, your woman will be fornicating and be doing one thing or the other to get money to feed the children. We are the people that is contributing to that. For example, you got married. A lot of us here now, a lot of men here now, they're married without document. The woman have document, give them the document. Man will go outside, be working, doing everything. Woman that have document will be inside house, taking care of children without work. According to what my colleagues say, if you are married, the woman have document. At least make sure that woman fix herself somewhere whereby she will be having something to obtain in every month,
Okay.
so that if you travel, she can take care of the family without anybody's help.
That
So
is
without that, you travel without dropping something to the woman. My brother, that woman must you must go do.
okay. Viewers, you
So
have heard it.
I
You have
end
heard
my
it.
case. Let me go. Yeah.
Okay. Just a minute. Viewers, you have heard it all. I still want your own opinion. I still really, really want your own opinion. We are just trying to save the family and we are preaching peace. What we are preaching is just like unity, love, because life, balance. Now, in conclusion, the whole matter now, just like as engineer said, because what caused the problem in the first place? Because the woman was not working. Because if she has been working, there's even if the husband, suppose God forbid, even if the husband died, I know some ladies who lost their husband, but they are sustaining the family. But this one is just 6 months, and we are hearing another story because the woman was not working. So my own personal advice is just like this is hero. We all came to hustle, and we have seen civilization. There's some family that they have 3 jobs, 4 jobs, just to sustain the family. Whatever happened has happened. But I suppose I appeal with the man too, because if you look at it, some of the problem, from some of the faults come from him because supposing maybe because you know how mostly our people, there are some people who will marry and decide that the wife will be a complete housewife. Some wouldn't even want their wife to be doing anything. So it's time that we will plan our families. We will plan your family with your wife. Because like they say, he who failed to plan has already planned to fail. So we really, 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 really need to plan to avoid this kind of situation. Now we have come to the end of this one. Now I don't know our who can still give us update on our bonanza. Is the bonanza still on or has it finished?
It's still on. Even I'm still doing it till today, self.
Okay.
It's still on.
Okay. Then okay.
We
Okay.
complete if possible.
Okay. That means viewers, you have heard from him that our Christmas bonanza, the recharge card.
Just slash EA New Year Bonanza.
Okay. Okay. Now we'll extend it to New Year bonanza. Okay. Now we have already extended it to New Year. The bonanza is still on. Just all you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Raytime TV Africa. Just send us your number and your network. By God grace, we will send you a recharge card that will buy you small data. At least 500 naira will buy you data that can last you for even if it is 1 week, depending on how you use it. We are just trying to show you that we care. Now, in conclusion, like our brother has said, if you're a lady and you're married, even if your husband is not working and you're working, the same thing might happen. Because if you travel now, before you will come back, come let's say your husband now, because she don't become your wife. Your husband don't mess around because she no get job. So it's just like family need that discussion. Find something doing so that you can sustain your family. Thank you all. I believe we will see you next year. Stay safe and remain blessed. I remain your brother, your friend, Mazi Nicholas Onyebuchi. Till we'll come your way again, stay blessed. And don't forget, subscribe to this channel. God bless you all. Thank you all.